Thank you very much, and what a privilege it is for us to be here this evening. Except for a short 15 or 20-minute rehearsal last night at the hotel, this will have been the first time that we have sung together in over 25 years.
And I can tell.
Along with everybody else that has already said so, we also would like to thank Jack Pittman and all of those that had a hand in making this great homecoming get-together possible. At the piano, one of the finest young pianists, I think, rhythm piano players especially, to ever accompany a gospel group, little Jimmy Taylor, singing the bass, London, Paris. On my right, still from Tampa, Florida, Horace Parrish. And my name is John Matthews. I live in Nashville. Give them all a nice, good hand, won't you? Come on. If you would have attended one of our concerts some 25 or 30 years ago, we'd like to do for you folks tonight 2, maybe 3 songs that I think you would have heard.
Lord, ain't this wonderful? Sing it, Paris. Through many dangers, toils, and snares I have
He ain't old.
already told. 'Twas grace that brought me safe this far, and grace it will lead me home. Sing it hard. Bright shining as the sun, we've known it saves to sing God's praise, and when we
Good singing.
Yes, sir. I'd like to say just a word or two. First, I want to thank the Lord for making it possible for me to be back with you good people once again. I was with the rebels when I got sick down in Florida, and I've certainly enjoyed being with those boys once again, because I love them just like they were my own sons, and I don't think there's a finer quartet or a finer bunch of men anywhere than the Rebels Quartet. I don't know of a group anywhere that I enjoyed working with any more than I did John, Lee, Jimmy, and Horace Parris. They got a mighty fine young man to take my place. I feel good tonight, way down deep in my heart. Way down there. It is patched up. And anybody enjoys life any better than I do, they just got to weigh about 500 more pounds than I do. And I want every one of you in here tonight to know that this old bald-headed man up here loves you.
Everybody ought to know.
Everybody ought to know.
Everybody ought to know.
Everybody ought to know.
Everybody ought to know
Who Jesus is.
Everybody ought to tell.
Everybody ought to tell.
Everybody ought to tell.
Everybody ought to tell.
Everybody ought to tell who Jesus is.
Come on now, boy.
He's the lily of the valley.
This is the lily of the valley.
The bright and morning star.
This is the star sent down from heaven.
He's the fairest.
Is that all right, Horace?
The fairest of the many thousand.
Everybody
Ought to know. Come on.
on now.
He's the lily of the Jesus is the lily of the valley. He's the brightest morning star. Jesus is the star sent down from heaven. He's the fairest of it. He's the fairest of the many thousand. Everybody, Jimmy.
Ought to know.
Everybody ought to know. No.
Yeah.
Thank you, folks. And I'd like to sing it all night, but a lot of fine folks. I know you would, London. A lot of fine folks got to yet sing. So God love you. Good.
Thank you.
When we get to heaven, there won't be no time.
There won't be no time limits, buddy. That's right.
Right. I want to say this quick before the next group comes out. This may be the last time some of us fellows will get to be together. I've had lots of thrills. This is one of the greatest in my life. The greatest people I know are in gospel music. There's not a quartet man here I just can't go up and hug his neck and tell him that I love him. And I've got a tape out there, folks. You know, we're living in troublesome times. This is the last one I made about a year ago. Jack Marshall, how many remember him? The best piano player you'll ever listen to besides Little Jimmy. Jack Marshall, the original piano player with the Blackwood Brothers. He and I did this record. And folks, now the money for this record tonight, when you buy one of these records, seriously speaking, the money goes for a real needy cause. mine.
Friends, we hope you have enjoyed part one of video